1980, and in 1988 helped establish the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, which today includes the World Health Organization, U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, UNICEF, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, to immune the children of the world against polio. And whereas polio cases have dropped by 99.9% since 1988, and the world stands on the threshold of eradicating the disease. And whereas to date, Rotary has contributed more than $2.2 billion and countless volunteer hours to protecting nearly 3 billion children in 122 countries. And whereas Rotary is working to raise an additional $50 million per year, which would be leveraged for maximum impact by an additional $100 million annually from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And whereas these efforts are providing much-needed operational support, medical staff, laboratory equipment, and educational materials for health workers and parents. And whereas, in addition, Rotary has played a major role in decisions by donor governments to contribute more than $10 billion to the effort. And whereas there are over 1.2 million Rotary members in 36,000 clubs throughout the world that sponsor service projects to address such critical issues as poverty, disease, hunger, illiteracy, and the environment of this local communities and abroad. Therefore, I, Bonita Davis, Mayor of Independence, Buchanan County, Iowa, do hereby proclaim October 24th, 2021 as World Polio Day and encourage all citizens to join me and the Rotary International in the fight for a polio-free world. In witness thereof, I hereunto set my hand and cause to be fixed the official seal of the Independence, Buchanan County, Iowa, this 11th day of October 2021. An important situation. Okay. Next on the agenda is a motion to accept and approve the consent agenda that approves the following. The minutes of the September 27th, 2021 regular meeting. Allerton Brewery license renewal, Class B beer permit, Class C native wine permit, outdoor services and Sunday sales, October 18th, 2021 through October 17th, 2022. Wee Willie's Checkered Flag license renewal, Class C liquor license, October 1st, 2021 through September 30th, 2022. Fairway Stores, Inc., number 479, license renewal, Class E liquor license, Class B wine permit, Class C beer permit, November 16th, 2021 through November 15th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
I do have a motion and a second to approve. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion is carried. Next on the agenda is a motion to approve the claims for payment.
I had a question about our 14,000 to Jessup.
The payment to Jessup is to buy out the contract for our officer that came to work for us. He had a contract there, and he is then under that contract with us.
Okay.
So we simply transferred his contract from Jessup to Independence.
I'd make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve claims for payment. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. The motion is carried. Next on the agenda for your information is the bank reconciliation. If anybody has any questions. Hearing none, also the item for revenues and expenses to date is on there for your information. Hearing no questions, next item on the agenda is a request. I need a motion to approve for, what's his, Orr's the last name, what's his first name? Not seeing it. Jared Orr for hunting request from, oh, okay, for a hunting request. So,
This is a
This is on
request
Henderson.
from Jarrett Orr to goose hunt on Elliot Henderson's property on the west side of town, out there where Monsanto used to be. And Mr. Orr does have permission from Elliot Henderson to hunt out there.
Is this the same as the next one, too?
Yeah, not exactly. We do have to do these individually, and we'll get to that, but this is similar to your deer hunting with the exception of a shotgun. It is on the outskirts of town, but it's in city limits, and that's why it's coming before you.
I wondered if they'd gone through, I spoke with my cousin that works for the DNR, and she said that she thought there had to be some kind of shotgun pool or something for the person. I don't know anything about it. She said they could bow, you know.
DNR said that it had to come to the city. That's what we were told.
Okay.
So, again, I'm not opposed to it. I think it makes sense for where it's at on the edge of town. My caution to you is the fact that it is shotgun in city limits versus bow in city limits. It's a different kind of hunting, but
And it's close to the interstate.
it is close to the interstate.
Is there a limit? Is there a limit as to how many he can?
Well, that would fall under the DNR limit for goose hunting, yes.
Okay.
I mean, they have to follow all the state regulations. The only issue that we have here is hunting inside city limits with the shotgun.
What's the time frame from this? When it start, what part of year it starts and ends?
Well, I believe it started, last weekend, and it runs through the end of the year.
There's like 3 different goose seasons.
Right.
I'd make a motion to approve the
Well,
request.
the only thing I'm a little concerned on both of these is in the past, we have had owners of their own property. And now we're kind of starting to open it up to letting non-property owners, and then now we're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere, which is not a problem, but what if one of these people that who has property for bow hunting says, well, I don't want to hunt this year, but I'll let a friend of mine from Cedar Rapids hunt there.
And just to be fair, we do have a motion. If we have a second, we can still
Second.
discuss. Okay.
Okay, I
Thank
guess,
you.
I'm sorry.
I think that is a